see if everybody can get in here on and find this one, because this one for some reason has been showing its butt on my lives using Streamlabs. I don't know what Streamlabs problem is, so I've decided I'm going to stop using it for some reason. It seems to really have some glitching problems. I hope everybody finds their way over into this one. Like I say, this thing has had some severe glitches with Streamlabs. I don't know what Streamlabs problem is, but I guess I'm going to have to stop using Streamlabs. What's up, Alvin? I've tried Streamlabs for the last 3 lives, and it doesn't seem to want to connect. What's up, Doug? So I think I'm going to ixnay on the Streamlabs. What's up, Art? I really have no idea what is going on. What's up, Outdoors? Don't know what's going on with Streamlabs. I mean, like I say, the last 3 lives I've tried using it and it won't freaking connect. I mean, it shows it's connecting, it shows it's running. That's why my lives always start late. Now this one here, I had to do a whole separate one. So hopefully everybody finds their way over onto this one. It's just, I hate to use the YouTube one because I can't really see. It doesn't, the comments won't stay on the flipping screen where you can see them, which I hate that. It'd be nice if they stayed on the screen where I could absolutely see them. Because, you know, I got to break up my 4 eyes here. They're only on there just for a split second, and then they're freaking gone. So that sucks. But I will show y'all where I am right now. Come on, let's break it up. What's up? Yeah, I know, I can't catch a break, brother. We are here at the Petro in Reno, Nevada. Of course, if you want to do some gambling, hey, we got the gambling all going on in here. But I'm parked right over there. And of course, the building goes around this way here. And of course, you know, I am on that end, I mean the very end parking spot right there. And guess what? The Wi-Fi's crap. Say it isn't so. Say it ain't so. Let's get this switched around. But, you know, the Wi-Fi wouldn't be bad at a TA. Yeah, you actually found the live stream, John. I had to get out of OBS for some reason. OBS Streamlabs is not wanting to work on the tablet. It shows it's connected. It runs, and it shows it's going, but it never broadcasts it to the daggone to YouTube for some reason. So I've had to kick out of it. And then of course it waited until after I finally kicked it off. And even when it showed up on the phone, it finally popped up on the phone saying that it was working, it was broadcasting. But it had already killed it on here. So I don't know what's the story with all this mess, but it's just a cluster muck. There's always something or another, y'all. Let's see here. I'm trying to get the freaking chats showing up on here. I know, right? Doo-dah, doo-dah. I got another video coming out tomorrow. It'll be the second half of this Las Vegas or Nevada run. Wish it was Las Vegas, but Nevada run. Coming out here to Reno. I think I mentioned it in the first half of the video on Friday's video. Can't remember if I did or not, to be honest. Because when I got the load on Wednesday, they gave me the load. They told me I can deliver it Monday. I'll load it Wednesday and I can deliver Monday. Okay, but then when I get the information from the freaking dispatcher, it shows Tuesday delivery. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Tuesday. Yeah, TA Wi-Fi is crap, Ira. I use my points to get TA Wi-Fi, and I'm right there, and the signal is crap. I can't keep up in the truck, so I'm up here at the freaking building. Even then, I'm actually having to use, they actually have 5G right here, so I'm having to use the freaking mobile data because the TA Wi-Fi is still crap from right here. paying for parking just because you pay for it doesn't mean you're gonna. That is true. What's up, Redneck? What's up, Dave? Because hi, honey, darling, my baby, keeping it real with cats in here. Because I've actually pulled up at many TAs with a reserved parking spot, no parking spots, and then they tell me that they're not allowed to go out there and make a move because sometimes on the night shift it's only girls working, and they say they're not allowed to go make anybody move, so you lose your spot. Or F me. Can you refund it? Nope. Okie dokie. So yeah, TA sucks. But anyway, circle back like Jen Psaki. But in the information from the dispatcher said that load I can deliver Monday. But then when I get it from him, it says Tuesday. Okay, well then I get the app, because any of y'all that run box trucks out here, drive van, y'all know most of these brokers, they send you all these apps. I've got Macro Point. Let's see what all I got. I got a boatload of freaking apps on here. Navstar, CarryLink, Trucker Tools, Macro Point, Shipwell, XPO, and then there's one more, but I don't have it in my actual broker, because I actually have a broker app folder for all the freaking broker apps. But then when I got that, it actually told me that, oh no, your load is scheduled for Tuesday, Wednesday. I called my dispatcher, I said, I just got the thing from the broker, the app, you know, the load dispatched through the app, and it's saying Tuesday or Wednesday. Like, no, they told me you can deliver Monday. Okay, well then I get the bills from the freaking broker, or from the shipper. It says Thursday. I'm thinking, are y'all flipping kidding me? One says, dispatcher says Monday. The app says Tuesday, Wednesday. The bill laden say Thursday delivery. Then when the broker actually called me to see if I've gotten loaded or if I had any problems, I said, no, I'm loaded. I'm already loaded and rolling. I said, I do have a question. I said, now your app says on the sheet saying that my delivery is Tuesday or Wednesday. I said, is that right? I said, my dispatcher said I can deliver Monday. She's like, you can try it. That did not sound very reassuring. She's like, you can try it. I'm thinking, man, don't give me this bull mess. I'm gonna drive, you know, all this way out here, and then get out here Saturday and then sit on it until freaking Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. You know how PO'd I would be? Yeah, I'd be livid. I'd absolutely be freaking livid. But this is why I tell y'all, pick up the phones, call your shippers, call your receivers. I don't hesitate to call a freaking broker if need be. I tried calling. Of course, they're closed for the holiday. What's up, Larry? Yeah, we got Thorbug in the truck. I tried to get him out on the leash. He's like, he wasn't having it. Too many trucks running in and out, running by here. So he's like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm good. But I looked at the Google reviews on this place since nobody would answer the phone because I for holiday. So I looked at Google reviews. Actually, Google Maps. Okay, I looked at Google Maps, and it showed drop trailers in the back of the place. It showed no gates anywhere. Google Street View, everything showed no gates where they could lock it up either, lock the property up. So my train of thought is, hey, if I push it hard, take exactly a 10-hour break, exactly 30-minute breaks, just keep on rolling, I can get here freaking Saturday. And then I can drop the trailer, you know, on the property and then come to town. It's 12 miles to the Petro here from where I delivered. I actually delivered in McAllen, which is in between here and Fernley, which is 12 miles north. So I started what I was telling her, like, I could drop the trailer there, then I come over here, won't have the trailer, I'll be good to go. Then I could do what I want to do without having a trailer tied to me. But then when I got there, I called, left a message. Nobody returned my call, of course. Got there, I saw cars there because I remember the Google review. I actually looked on Google Maps and somebody left a review saying they unloaded on a Saturday. So my brain's like, aha, if I push it and get there, maybe they'll unload me on Saturday. My butt rolled in there 9:05 local time, I saw like, hey, there's cars out front. Okay, shipping and receiving's in the back. Let me go back to the back. I looked in the shipping and receiving door, pitch black. But there's an intercom system there that said ring bell for after hours. So what did I do? I rang the buzzer. Somebody actually answered the buzzer. I said, can I help you? Now, this is where I tell everybody, how you present things makes a big difference in your attitude, your tone, everything, and how you present your case can make a difference in whether you get unloaded or not. Make a big difference in whether people load you early, whether they unload you, or how they treat you back. You walk in with an attitude, they're going to give you attitude back, and you're not going to get anywhere with it. I presented it as soon as he answered the speaker. I said, hey, this is Tony with Status Transportation. I have an interplant load coming from your West Virginia facility, delivering to you. It's scheduled for Monday, but they told me I might be able to drop a trailer here. Even though they didn't. A little fib, I'll be honest, a little fib. But I saw that they had plenty of drop trailers and all that, so I figured, what's one more drop trailer? The guy's like, hold on, I'll be out there, let me see what you got. Like, I'll be out there in a minute. About 5 minutes later, because of course they're not in that part of the building. About 5 minutes later, the guy come and opened up the door. He said, let me see your bills. He looked at my bills. He's like, are these roll things? I'm like, no, it's actually their sheet metal, or their actual metal sheets. They're square sheets. They're only about shin high. What's up, Jamie? That's right, Thor for president. So I said, there's 9 skids in there, and there's one of them that's short, that's a smaller pallet. The other ones, at best, half a shin high. And I said, but they're like 38,000 pounds. I got wooden rails or wooden supports on each side. He's like, oh, okay, that's some flesh. He's like, are you dropping it, or is that your trailer? I said, that's my trailer. He's like, well, you want to go ahead and unload? I said, yes, sir. He's like, go ahead and go inside your tandems. Back in the dock 8, I'll get a guy come over there and unload you. I'm like, sweet. So that's why I tell everybody, and that's why I run as hard as I do. Absolutely awesome, right? So instead of delivering Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or possibly Thursday, which was what the bill of lading said, it had a scheduled delivery Thursday. I delivered Saturday. I delivered yesterday. What's up, Mike? So I delivered freaking yesterday. So, when you get to these places, if you want to load early, deliver early, present your case and actually come in there very polite, very mild-mannered. Try to appeal to their sympathy side, try to appeal to their understanding that, hey, we're truckers, hey, we're out here, we're trying to make a living. That's right, brother. So it's all about how you carry yourself. That'll make a big difference in your lifestyle out here, because if you keep going in there with attitude in these places, you're grumpy, you're having a bad day, somebody cuts you off, that's not the shipper or receiver's fault that somebody cuts you off on the road. Don't take that in their door, because that's going to get you nowhere. That may get you an hour later getting loaded. They may be like, this dude's got an attitude, you can believe this crap? We're going to let him sit out here for another hour. They can do that. They can absolutely do that. So always think about that, y'all. I don't know why my screen just got darker. There we go. For some reason my screen dimmed down, I guess because of the time of day, I guess. I don't know. But always go in there and actually come in there with a positive attitude, no matter how bad, how mad you are, how bad you feel. If you're sick, walk into these shippers and receivers, these customers, with a positive attitude. That will get you so much further. I will still stand by that till the day I die. It'll get you further. Like my wifey says, Miss Cat, you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. Why you'd want to catch a fly, I don't know. I'd rather kill it myself, but whatever. Just use a fly trap. But yeah, so that's how my thing turned out. Actually turned out pretty good. Now granted, yesterday I'm like, okay, well, I'll come here to the Petro. I'll work on trying to move one of my camera, because I figure my front camera, since I've got the 4 cameras, I figured my front was kind of pointless because I actually have the dash cam up front in the front windshield, so I was going to move the front camera, take it down and move it underneath. If y'all have ever watched Nevada Trucking and Trails, he's got a camera up underneath, so it shows underneath the trailer. So he's got a cool video where he's being DOT'd and you're looking at DOT underneath his trailer. So I figured that'd be a cool perspective. I've actually got one on top of my turbo wing, but that camera went out within a week. The replacement camera is at the house right now, but I'm not going home till Christmas time, so I won't be able to replace that one. But I have one on top of the turbo wing to get some better views. How much of a view it'll give right now with the box truck, I don't know, but it's up there. But I wanted to try to move that one camera underneath, but the cable was not long enough. They gave me one small cable to go from the DVR recorder to the front camera, two longer ones to go to the side, and then one long one for the back. One long one for the back is used to go up to the turbo wing. So I figured, well, okay, I'm not taking that down, moving that, and it's already mounted and run up there and tie wrapped and everything else on the back of the truck. I'm not moving it. So I figured I'll just wait till I get home. I'll order a new cable, another long cable to run it on the frame. And then after Christmas, come the New Year, then maybe I'll have some footage up underneath the trailer and all stuff like that, where you're doing turns and you can kind of see, you know, what it kind of looks like and what's going on underneath. And if some of these places, like when you go underneath and then you go to these shippers, maybe you'll see some of the stuff. It never hurts, you know. But anyway, that is how my weekend's going. I didn't get anything done. I was going to go to Walmart, get groceries. I didn't even do that. I literally just came out of my truck hour and 20 minutes ago. I looked at the time and was like, oh crap, it's 4 o'clock local time. I need to be live at 5. So I had to hurry up, run in, jump in the shower, take a quick shower, because y'all didn't want to see my bed head. Because I've been sitting on the bed all freaking day since I got up this morning at like 6 o'clock local time or whatever. Been working on videos, been working on the computer, trying to, some of the pictures that I had, I'm trying to make more of the cutouts for the background. So when I do my thumbnails, you know, you got to have that, you got to make it dramatic. You got to have your picture pointing. So, you know, your different things, all my different poses that I took when I was in the mountains in Utah several months ago. If y'all watched my video when I was there at the river, with the railroad track and the bridge and all that, I took a whole bunch of pictures there with different poses. So I finally took the time to cut out the backgrounds and make those transparent so I could use those for thumbnails and things like that. Trying to help my baby with her channel, trying to do things with that. Yes, baby, I'm trying to do things for you, for your channel. Another thing, you know, you'll see one day what I've been trying to put together, and trying to make her opener and things like that, you know. Eventually she'll have to give me some things to add to it, but I'm trying to work on some things for opener for her. So yeah, I've been busy. So that is how my day's been. Hopefully y'all have had a great weekend. The one thing, that's the advantage to me getting unloaded yesterday instead of tomorrow morning. So now when my dispatcher comes in, I've already sent him an email. I sent him an email yesterday saying, hey, look, I'm empty. Go ahead and find me a load. Not all loads are booked in the time zone where you're at. So they may have loads when he comes in the morning that are already popped up from East Coast people who need stuff brought back. So when he comes in at 8 o'clock in the morning, actually I think he comes in at like 7 or 7:30. So if he comes in, say 7:30, it's actually 4:30 my time. Say 8:30 his time, 5:30 my time, he can have me a load. He'll give me a call and say, hey, I got you a load. I'll wake my butt up and I'll go ahead and get rolling. Go ahead and get rolling, try to get loaded before traffic. That way I start my day earlier. Because the one thing I do not like about box trucking, which is different than tanking, you're always unloading and then you have to reload on the same day. Then you got to try to run some miles on it. So you're stopping late in the freaking day every night when you do stuff like that. I hate that. I hate stopping, trying to find a place to park and things like that. So I figured this will give me a better chance to get an early start on my day. It's all about being proactive. Always trying to look further ahead. A lot of people only want to look right now. Don't look right now. Look down the road. I'm always looking at my logbook. Okay, well, if I can make it to here, which is how I do on these long runs, I'm constantly refreshing Google Maps, looking at traffic patterns and everything else. Okay, now how far can I make it? Okay, now how far can I make it? If y'all saw my videos, I do a lot of ramp sleeping on off ramps because I push it as far as I can freaking get, stopping with 1, 2, and 3 minutes left on my freaking day until I'm forced to stop, because you never know, you might need those couple of minutes on the next day. Because there have been times where I've made it and had to shut down on a freaking ramp because I was going to be 3 minutes shy of making it to the daggone truck stop. And on E-log, well, you can only go so many times before they're going to freaking say something going over your log. And they've already busted me two weeks in a row for speeding. Yeah, well, we need to talk about your speeding events. You've had 22 speeding events last week. Well, then I got the phone call Wednesday. Guess what? Well, you're doing a little better this week. This past week, you had 9 speeding events. Well, you know how hard it is when speed limits out here on the road and you're going in cities are up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Every time you turn around, it's up and down. So you can't set cruise. So you just follow and go with the flow with traffic. You go with the flow of traffic, next thing you know, you look, well, hell, traffic's doing 10 miles over the speed limit, so you're trying not to get run over. And now they're fussing like, you need to slow it down. So I'm trying to tone it down a little bit, so I don't want to get busted for my logs because I'm already getting things said about my speeding events. So, yeah, then there's that. What's up, Amy? Ask your brother to keep out of the minute. Oh yeah, I actually saw Jeff from Canada. Daggone it, brother, you was cold up there, man. Want that? Oof. Let's see. We got Mike Taylor. What's up, Mike? You were here Saturday morning? Dang. But yeah, see, I do that. I look at that and then I lose train of thought of where I was at. I'm the worst about that. Dang it. Oh yeah, I saw a video today. I was actually scrolling through. Well, I had something uploading. I was actually looking at a YouTube video that somebody posted of a wreck in Wyoming on I-80. In Wyoming on I-80. Okay, now here's the kicker. My load from West Virginia to Reno here routed me down I-80. From West Virginia, I loaded like maybe 15 miles north of Wheeler, West Virginia, off I-70. But it said best way to go, shortest way to go is to go right back up the way I came up where I unloaded at in Ohio. Go right back up to the freaking 80 there. Yeah, 80, and then run that toll road all the way through. Toll road through Ohio, toll road through Indiana, toll road through that part of freaking Juliet. Toll road, toll road, toll road. And then run through freaking Elk Mountain and all that. Well, I'd looked at the forecast. Forecast called for high winds from Cheyenne all the way to freaking Fort Bridger. It was calling like freaking 45 mile an hour winds with up to 60 mile an hour gusts. I'm like, do I really want to run that way? Even though I was loaded with 38,000 pounds in a box, do you really want to run through that way? Because my train of thought, what I tell everybody, look at the big picture. Okay, now running down 70, I was only 15 miles from 70. So I went down 70, ran 70 all the way across and hit right there Green River, come up through Provo and then up Salt Lake and then over this way. So looking at the big picture, running on I-70, now granted, that was 129 miles more. Okay, 129 miles more. There's an app, Toll Guru. If you look at the Toll Guru app in the Play Store, that app you can put in where you're at and where you're going. It'll tell you the tolls. You put in how many axles you have, if you're a truck, car, whatever. how many axles you have, whether you got, you know, the transponders, easy pass, and all that, all those different things you have, which I've got the pre-pass elite, which covers all of them. So I put in that. My toll was going to be like $120 something for tolls. Okay, so now 129 miles, $120 something in tolls. If you think about it, 129 miles, yeah, but 129 miles, if you look at the fuel mileage and all that, and what you're going to pay for fuel, don't you come out better with tolls? Because, you know, three plus almost $4 a gallon, and then 130 miles divided by that, you know, that can get expensive. And is it really worth it? But now that's why I tell everybody, look at the complete picture. Okay. You had the high winds. You have the high winds running through all that. So are you really going to get good fuel mileage? No. From basically Nebraska all the way up to freaking Fort Bridger, you're just on a very steady freaking incline. And then when you figure from Cheyenne all the way to Fort Bridger, that's a couple hundred miles of high winds that was calling for those couple of days for Thursday and Friday. So I'm like, no. I didn't actually see anything about snow, but on the video it did show. It showed the wreck with semis all crunched up on I-80. I can't remember the town of that, where it was at. But you're looking at wrecked semis. So if I would have went that way, I probably would have gotten into the snow, the bad weather, and all that bull mess there. That's a fuel mile killer. But on I-80, your fuel is so much more expensive on I-80 than it is on I-70. So I got fuel in Oak Grove, Missouri, right there at Kansas. That's cheap. I got it for $2.97 a gallon with my discount. Well, then I went and topped off again in Denver, Colorado. Denver, Colorado was real cheap. It went up. It was $2.90 something, but then it went up by the time, since I had to shut down before Denver. It went up at midnight, so that day when I got fuel in Denver, it was $3.01. That's still like 40 something cents a gallon cheaper than it is on I-80 at those spots up there, because on I-80 you're looking at, with the TAs and the Fleet One car through Nastet, you're looking at your cheap spots are like Alda, Nebraska, or whatever it is. It's listed as Alda. I can't remember what Grand Island, Nebraska, but it's listed as like Alda or something. Then you're looking at Ogalia or whatever. And then sometimes Fort Bridger is cheaper than Laramie and Rollins. Sometimes it's not. They kind of go back and forth on which one is cheaper. And then it just kind of gets expensive more from there. But until you hit Mill City, Nevada here, which that was going to be the cheaper route. Was like 15 cents cheaper than here in Reno, Petro here, and that was only like 140 miles away that way. So I was going to hit that one regardless of which direction I went. But if you look at how much you're saving in fuel, how much you're saving in toll, because you're not paying the toll. Yeah, it's 129 miles, but you're getting fuel. You're probably saving, with the amount of gallons you're burning, probably about $150 in fuel alone. Then you're saving the $120 something in toll. So it comes out where it's better, and it ended up only being, you know, because of the high winds and other crap, hour and a half more. So if you've got the time on your run, why not go that way? What's going to save you money? So always look at the big picture. Look down the road. Don't look at today. Look at your fuel prices. Look at the weather. Look at the road conditions. There's plenty of factors when you're on these runs to look at, decide what routes you're actually going to take. You can save yourself a lot of money, and you can save yourself some wrecks and some headaches, because, you know, when I went through a couple weeks ago and I actually saw clutch, 80 was shut down. 80 was shut down to high profile vehicles and light vehicles. Luckily, I was heavy on that run. I was heavy enough to actually be okay, because if you look at it, that one there, I was actually coming from where that was 80 was the route I had to take. Otherwise, sometimes 70 and going up, even though you're going up through Vail Pass and all that mess, Grand Junction, it's better off because once you get past Vail, all the way, rest of the way, it's not that bad running. 70 to me is actually better running than freaking 80. Even though 80 is steadily inclining, once you get past Vail, between Denver and Vail, once you get past that section there, you're good. Roads are much better. You get better fuel mileage because my fuel mileage actually went up in the 5s. So I did better fuel mileage. I went back and looked at what I ran when I was with Clutch on that load coming back out here to Reno a couple weeks ago. I was in the 4s. This time I was in the 5s. So it makes a difference on where you go, y'all. So always keep that in mind. Like I say, work smarter, not harder. Always look at the big picture when you're doing this stuff. No, I did not take my vitamins, honey, darling. Let's see here. Let's catch some John Halgren. There's a very short piece of local 2-lane road near a former preschool. Has 20 mile speed limit, 35 northbound. Well, that's kind of stupid. Faster going one direction than the other. That doesn't make much sense. What's up, Kirk? That's right, $2. Kirk, no, my truck is not clean. And go ahead, fuss at me, Kirk. I have been here since yesterday. I'm sure you see that sign right there, what it just blinked. Let me let it get back to it. It's on single double blackjack right now. I'm sure it'll go back. Y'all see that bull mess? Please get vaccinated. Man, get somewhere with that mess. Wash bay. Yes, there is a truck wash right there. And did I go get my truck washed? No, I did not. There's a spider walking across right here. Whoopsie. Let's see if y'all can see this little spider. Where's he at? There he is. I'm not gonna kill him though. I try not to kill bugs unless they're actually bothering me. Since he's not bothering me and he's going away, I'm gonna let him live, y'all. I don't want to mess with things. But yes, Kirk, no, I didn't go get the truck washed. I know, right? I do need to get it washed. Yeah, this truck stop is a pretty bad truck stop. I don't really like it personally, but you know, it is what it is. It's bigger than the freaking TA, which is only like one exit up. And TA has a Fuddruckers, and I need to go in there and get me something to eat because I didn't get me anything to eat yesterday. And you know, I'll be honest, you know, hey, us truckers, let's get down and dirty because, you know, that's what I do. I believe in keeping it real, just like keeping it real with Cat. You know, I go in there, take a shower, I'm sitting on the toilet, you know, us guys, we get on the phone while we're on the toilet. That's when we take care of our business. I'm looking through the TA app to look and see how many credits I have. Like, wait a minute. I should have 5 credits, not 4. When I got fuel yesterday, they didn't give me the freaking credit for my fuel. So, because I was going to use that credit to eat off of tonight. So I'll burn a credit tonight and that'll knock me down to three credits. Hopefully I can get some food in here, I hope. But they've got signs everywhere. No mask, no service. No mask, no service. I mean, come on, people, get with the mess. I mean, there is a video. I shared it with my wifey. It's got these doctors from overseas that are talking about this mess, talking about how these vaccines are actually weakening everybody's immune system and how there's going to be a lot of dead folks over the next couple of years because the boosters will absolutely kill your daggone immune system even more. But hey, if you're vaccinated, albeit me personally, I'm not doing it. I've got too many side effects. Hey, the side effects are blood clots, neurological issues. I have Tourette's. Tourette's is a neurological issue. I don't need anything, shall we say, enhancing my Tourette's. And since I have a hole in between my heart chambers, I'm supposed to be on blood thinners and crap, and aspirin plus blood thinners. that I don't take regularly. My wife gets on me all the time. What's up, Mayor of Casper, Wyoming? I can't take it anyway because my Carlos always worried about a blood clot, because if a blood clot goes through that hole between my heart chambers, going straight into my brain, I'm stroking out, I'm done. So yeah, so I won't be taking it, but y'all need to, I may actually post that video in my community page tonight if I can go back and find it and let y'all look at it. I think it was on YouTube. I have to look and see because I sent it to Keep It Real with Cat. So that's something that people need to look at and think about. I mean, there hasn't been enough studies on this, and when you're talking about you're messing with someone's DNA with these vaccines, and if it's a vaccine, why are people still getting it? Why are people still spreading it if it's a vaccine? So yeah, you have yourself a good night there, Casper. Ooh, go to the circus. Hey. Keep some smiles and enjoy that pretty Wyoming countryside out there for us. But stay warm there. What's up, Cutstown, PA? Cutstown, PA in the house, y'all. We got Richard. But yeah, you know, the wife always tells me, keep the politics, because I notice I have lost several subscribers. And I'm sure I lost, I think, 2 of them after my video Friday, because I had a thing in my video, Let's Go Brandon. If any of you caught that, you know, when I left the receiver, you'll see me driving off, and then I'm behind this day cab or bobtail, and then I got there. Okay, unloaded. Let's go, Brandon. But I left out a letter, and then let's roll out. Because y'all know I always say, okay, let's roll out and let's get going. So I put a Let's Go Brandon joke in there. Well, I lost 2 subscribers that day, that video posted. Well, heads up, y'all. Tomorrow's video is going to have another Let's Go Brandon in it. A heads up. I got fuel. I showed a fuel pump. Go Joe Biden. Go Uncle Joe. Let's go Brandon. So, for the people who are triggered, I'm going to say it, okay, I'm going to get political. I'm sorry, I'm going to get political. I try to keep it off. I try to tone it down, but I'm going to get political. If y'all want to unsubscribe. But I'm going to say it. That is the difference between, not all, but between the average Republican and Democrat. Republicans, we feel we have a right to say what we want, just like you have a right to say what you want. But the average Democrat feels they're the only ones entitled to their belief and their say-so. We don't have a right to our opinion, and we don't have a right to our say-so. Their opinion is the only one that matters, and ours should just shut up and go away. But the average Republican, we don't want to squash anybody's free speech, because we don't want our free speech squashed. And since we don't want ours, we have enough common sense to realize we don't want yours either. Because if yours is squashed, they'll squash ours. And we have a right to our opinions. So, hey, if you unsubscribe to me just because you don't like my opinion, then more power to you. But I feel sorry for you, because if you go to life and you always leave something that you're offended at, you're gonna have a long, hard life. I mean, life is an offense in itself. You wake up in the morning, life says, how can I offend you today? You don't have to do squat but wake up, and life is just automatically going to say, how can I offend this brother today? Think about it. So, y'all, let's try not to wear our feelings on our freaking shoulders. Somebody says something you don't like, let it go. Brush it off. I mean, because I'm sure you've said something that somebody else didn't like. I mean, you know, I don't believe in canceling anybody. People, me and the wife, we got rid of our Facebooks in 2012, all social media in 2012. The only reason we have social media today was to help promote the YouTube channel. To be honest, the only reason we got a Facebook back, did an Instagram, TikTok is to help promote the YouTube channel. Other than that, we still wouldn't have a Facebook today. We have Democrat friends on our Facebook. Some of our friends that I went to school with, they're absolutely left-wing leaning. But have I kicked them off my page? Have I unfriended them? No, because I believe they have a right to their opinion. This is your opinion. This is my opinion. I give my opinion, you give your opinion. Guess what? We can still be friends at the end of the day. You have your belief, I've got mine. We're still friends. Let's have dinner. That's how life should be, y'all. Life is too short to always be upset at somebody. So just love one another, love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. And buddy, if you're a truck driver out here on the road, you've got to have patience. So if you've got patience to handle a truck driving job, shouldn't you have the patience to be able to handle someone with an opposing opinion? I'm just saying. Just saying, call me nuts. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to give y'all one more look out here on the road. If I die, Tony gets my estate to wash this truck. Holla! That's right, Larry. It is okay to freaking disagree. Get some of these comments and then we're going to call it a night, y'all. I know it's late. It's a school night. Some people got... That's right, Mike. Let's go, Brandon. That's right, Kurt. And if you look at some of these statistics, you will absolutely hear that most of the people spreading COVID and most of the people in the hospital have been vaccinated. More people sick from COVID have been vaccinated in the hospitals than people who haven't been vaccinated. But you don't hear them really talking. Those are all on the numbers that you're finding out from not the main lamestream media, not mainstream, lamestream media. Because they're not wanting to tell you this stuff. They're trying to keep people in the dark. Anytime you talk about it, they want to pull your article down. They want to pull your video down. So people have to keep resharing and keep resharing and keep reposting things back up because stuff keeps getting pulled down. But more people are in this hospital with COVID spreading that have been vaccinated than unvaccinated. And if you are vaccinated and you are wearing a mask, why are you scared that I don't have mine on? Which, of course, when I come in here to go get my food, it's all over their windows and their doors. No mask, no service. So I've got to muzzle myself up. Of course, I got my Tourette's trucker mask. I got to muzzle myself up to go get something to freaking eat. By gosh, if you're vaccinated, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. If you've got your mask, you shouldn't have to worry about me not having my mask. You should be protected, right? Exactly. Anyway, y'all, we hope all y'all have had y'all a safe, blessed weekend. We hope y'all have a great next week. I will be having me a video coming out in the morning. No, I decided to move it to Tuesday. I got one coming out tomorrow at 4 p.m. And then I'll have another one coming out Tuesday. Tuesday will just be a little short video about stop lines. You know, that little line at an intersection where cars are supposed to stop behind. Not in front of it, behind it. So when we go to make turns, we can make the turn without taking off their hoods. That little short video will be on Tuesday. Trying to give myself a break because I've run real hard. I may not do a video tomorrow. All depends. We'll see. I'm just trying to give my a day leeway. So anyway, y'all have a safe night and we will holler at y'all later. Peace out, y'all.